All right, what is up, guys? It's Monday, May 17th, 2021. Dale is here with a solo epi. Hope you guys had one hell of a weekend. The boy ended up going out Saturday night, 6 weeks. Didn't hold up. Listen, San Diego is just way too fun. I can't sit inside while everyone's out frolicking, having a good time, doing their thing. So I went out one night. I was pretty good, though. Got to hang out with the boys, saw the UFC fights. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I'm not sure what Will's up to today. We will hopefully hear from him this week. But let's get into it. First thing first, NBA playoff field is set. Guys, I don't know if any of you had the time that I had trying to understand the play-in tournament, but I had to watch a couple videos. It's pretty easy once you figure it out. So 7-8, winner of that game automatically goes to the 7th seed. So out west, we have Lakers versus Warriors, which is going to be one unbelievable game, in my opinion. You got Steph, Bron for a chance to go to the 7th spot. Loser of that game, they go up the bracket. They play the loser of the Spurs and Grizzlies, or they play the winner, I apologize. They play the winner of the Spurs-Grizzlies game for the 8th seed. So the 7-8 teams, you get two opportunities to win one game. The 9-10 teams, you get one opportunity to win the first game, and then you must win a second game to get into the playoffs. If you lose as the 9 or 10 seed your first game or your second game, you automatically go back to the lottery. So not the hardest thing to understand once you get the grasp of it. So we got Lakers Warriors for the chance to grab the 7th seed. Loser of that goes up and plays the winner of the Spurs Grizzlies team out west for the 8th seed. And then out east you have Boston and Washington. The winner of that goes to the 7th seed and will play the Nets. And then the loser will go up the bracket a little bit. And then you'll get the winner of the Pacers and Hornets game. And then the winner of that game will go to the 8th seed and get to play Philly. I'm not sure if you guys, a lot of you remember this, but earlier in the year when Washington was just struggling, the boy went out, died on this hill all year, and said the Washington Wizards would make the playoffs. I didn't really say if they'd just make the play-in game or make the playoffs, but listen, the fact that they're here, they got it together. This is where we're at now. The playoffs field are set and Washington's in it. I'm happy with that take. I really thought that the combination of Russ and Bradley, would carry Washington into the playoffs at some point. And here we are. So I'm happy I got that take right for sure. Play-in games start tomorrow night, Tuesday, May 18th. So I'll be betting. I'm hoping to bet every single one of the playoff games. I love playoff basketball. It's the best time in the NBA season. Regular season bores the hell out of me. But playoff basketball is here. Let's have some fun there. So end of last week, rookie mini camps began to start for a lot of NFL teams. And guys, it's great to see these guys back in pads, see the colors on the field again, see some hitting, see some drills being ran. So that's something to keep our eyes on. Training camps and mini camps, OTAs, all that will be continuing to move forward here. A lot of teams aren't really doing like your typical OTAs and mini camps this year just because the COVID protocol is still in place. Plus, last year, as a lot of you know, injuries were down and a lot of veterans are saying, why do we need to be in the facilities as much? The quality of play is still there, the entertainment's still there, and injuries were down. So it's something to keep our eyes on. I wonder who's going to be actually going to OTAs and doing mini camps. Hopefully a lot of people, but at the same time, I completely understand health and safety of the players obviously comes first no matter what. Saturday night, we had a unbelievable UFC title bout. Oliveira, Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler was making his second fight in the UFC. He was in Bellator for a long time. He's a wrestler, so I know him kind of well. Listen, Michael Chandler came out very strong. He took Oliveira to the brink, had him on the mat, had him on the ground, punishing him. A lot of us thought that Oliveira could have been out in the first round. But listen, the Brazilian got up in the second round, dusted himself off, and came out throwing haymakers. Ended up knocking Michael Chandler out in round 2. So you have a new UFC champ in the 155 division. Congratulations, Oliveira. Shout out to Brazil. Listen, I watched Embedded. I'm not sure if any of you have ever seen UFC Embedded, but it was an unbelievable Embedded. It made me get to the point where I didn't care who won the fight because I knew that someone deserved to win it. Both those guys are class acts. I enjoy them both. I think we'll see another fight here soon. Listen, the champion here, though, Oliveira, he's probably going to get the winner of McGregor-Poirier 3 for his first title defense. So that's something that we're going to keep our eyes on. That fight, I believe, is happening in July. All right, let's get to the betting slate. Got some games for us today. I have 3 of them. There's no basketball. There's no football. There's simply baseball. As you all know, baseball has been bending me over for months now. It hasn't stopped. Last week I had to stop betting baseball for a little bit. It took 5 days off because just the mental stress of it just bending me over and just raping me has been too much for me to handle. But let's hop back on the wagon tonight. We're handling adversity like a champion here. The Positive Vibes hoodie's out for the first time in a minute. Let's get going. We have game number 1, San Francisco Giants versus the Cincinnati Reds. Sonny Gray is on the bump for the Reds, and the Reds are a 130 home money line favorite. My pick is going to be the Cincinnati Reds at home. Sonny Gray on the bump. They're going to get it done. Game number 2, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is my favorite game of the day simply for the pitching matchup. You have Madison Bumgarner and Walker Buehler. Listen, I just don't think the Diamondbacks are very good. The Dodgers have been slumping a little bit, but also playing very good baseball as of late. So I'm going to take the Dodgers minus 1.5. I think they get the job done tonight. Game number 3, 2 teams that are terrible against the spread. They're bad. Mets are on a 3-game slide, but I'm going to go New York Mets versus Atlanta Braves. The Braves are 150 money line favorites, and I think the Braves just get it done. The Mets have not impressed me at all this year. The Braves have been inconsistent as well, especially when it comes to gambling terms. But tonight, they're going to get the money line dub. Guys, do not forget to give us a follow at wotmdaily, at JP25media, at Arundel_, at Will Galvez, Twitter, TikTok, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all of it. Just appreciate all the support. Have you guys yourselves a great Monday. We'll be back on Wednesday. Look for the picks tomorrow. Let's have a week, guys.